to your will and call forth the chains of cold.
They're performing a ritual, preparing the way for a dark anchor.
Opening rift to oblivion.
It's worse than we thought. The plane melt has begun.
The portals reach from our side to theirs. That means there is a traitor.
Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince?
Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls of his.
Imagine seeing your nemesis succeed where you failed.
Let the way be opened!
I am patient.
Let the will of Prologue Val be denied!
This world will one day be mine.
This portal leads to Vardenfell. Fascinating, given that the Dark Elves only recently opened it to outsiders. Our spies indicate there might be something wrong with the Dunmer's God King, Vivek. Anything capable of that is a threat to everyone.
It is written. My Vardenfell. My paradise.
Be wary, traveler. Pilgrims have been attacked on these roads.
At first, I assumed it was the usual house squabbles.
It attacked our camp last night, tore poor Ilva's head off, right in front of me.
You must hunt it. You must kill it.
Ashlanders once respected each other, helped one another.
These nomadic heretics deny the divinity of the tribunal and have no love for
Lies
Vivek.
upon lies! Does it give them pleasure to invent reasons to bring us harm?
I'm not sure they deserve to be saved, but that's what we have to do.
I don't need you starting a blood feud.
Sometimes the great gear turns from frustration to opportunity.
Somerset Isle, the ancestral home of all elves. Fair warning, our cousins in the Aldmeri Dominion can be a prickly bunch. But our spies indicate something is amiss at the Crystal Tower. They need an outsider's perspective. Someone like you.
I used to guide travelers all over this coast, from Korgrad to Alanor. But then those vile creatures started swarming ashore. Ink is barely dried on the Queen's decree, and there are already more of you than I can count. I refuse to deal with one of the Queen's guests, especially not in my own home.
Suddenly the ground opens, spewing water and strange creatures.
The Order has detected a number of irregularities on Tamriel. Small breaches in the fabric of time.
I ask you to look into one threat, and you bring me a multitude.
Rumors have reached the Queen, and she's concerned.
Between strange geysers and sea monsters, this island is as bad as the continent.
This portal leads to elsewhere. The home of the catfolk is well worth visiting, especially in light of recent events. Reports indicate that dragons re-emerged there. Dragons? Hard to believe, but it's true. The Khajiit could definitely use your help.
The dragon returns! Take cover!
Toothy jaws, claws as long as grain size, and wings so wide they blot out the sun. What it did not eat, it burned.
Dragons are bad enough, but undead tend to go on without
We
any.
will hunt these necromancers down and end this dragon.
The usurper queen feels secure in Rimmen.
Why come to me about the dragons?
We're about to change that.
What happens next is your own fault.
I suggest you go and bow before Queen Euraxia, before she has you thrown to the dragons.
Western Skyrim, a cold place inhabited by colder people. They may disagree, but those Nords need fresh perspective. A group of vampires have mounted a shadow invasion. I hesitate to think on what they're planning. If anyone can stop them, it's you.
A storm spread straight out of Moloch's guts rose up as I returned from patrol. It twisted everyone I know into monsters.
It's a bit harder to think.
The skin,
to talk.
the eyes.
The light gets too bright sometimes.
The only threat to the West are those damn spies from Eastern Skyrim, conspiring against our king.
Then next you come before me to vomit up your counsel. Make sure it doesn't stink of treason.
How many more of his people have to die before he accepts the truth and lets us help him?
You're fools if you think you'll survive this place on your own.
I need you to do what's necessary. Because I won't be able to.
Seems this portal leads to Blackwood, on the southern border of Cyrodiil. I read an intelligence report about a series of high-profile murders with links to the region. Daedric mischief, too. A warrior like you could do some real good there.
I knew I felt something strange, like glass shattering in the distance.
Murdered, and so close to the city gates.
Keep your voice down. Do you want to start a panic?
Until we know more, I'm not prepared to engage in an all-out war with the Dark Brotherhood.
Too many times dry-skins have come to our swamps in an attempt to claim them. These Imperials seemed no different.
I had a vision of a shadowy figure. It was a robed and hooded cultist. It was brief and powerful, over in a moment. But the figure felt evil.
Now, who are these cultists? And how well do you trust your masters in Leowyn?
This door leads to High Isle in the Sisters Archipelago. Our spies believe leaders of the Great Alliances will gather there for a peace summit. But this will draw conspirators. They could plunge Tamriel into deeper chaos. Unless you stop them.
High Isle feels so peaceful most of the time. That's why I like it here. A respite from all the chaos of the mainland.
The temperature of the islands is quite unique. It facilitates all sorts of strange and beautiful things.
Some precious cargo was supposed to sail in on the morning tide, but it never arrived.
The people need to believe we have things under control.
Long ago, we druids left Tamriel and its troubles behind us. But here, our ancient ways survived.
I believe a knight should not be measured by the worth of their weapon, but by the allies they keep.
These manifestations of the island's fiery hearts reveal the majesty and power of the natural order.
Nature itself has fallen out of balance.
Storm and fire will bring down the old regime.